Here we have the current stock market update for Amazon.com Incorporated, stock ticker AMZN. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we're looking at here is the 1 hour time frame. Each candle on this price chart represents a 1 hour trading period. And we will need to sort of revise some of these price areas here. We will be looking at some specific support and resistance zones to get a sense of where the stock might be going next. So currently we can see that this near-term high still does rest at this $95.37 area. So that would be roughly this price zone here. Share prices did fall to these lows, which came in right around, this would be 180.25, it looks like. Not sure why I have this other number here. 180.25 would be this near-term low. These are the main levels to watch at the moment. So we can see that this near-term price movement has now broken above resistance zones, this is probably what I was looking at. 188.60 was that prior resistance area. And now we have broken above here at the moment. So this is a bullish trend wave here, as we can see. We are forming some higher lows as well. And then if you were to sort of define this area as a bit of an ascending triangle pattern, we can now see that this has broken to the top side. So overall, I do think that we're looking at some bullish price action here. But what does need to be sort of noted here is that the 618 retracement of this prior trending move, this is what I was looking at previously, because this 188.60 area, roughly 189.60, was an old high, and it is also the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this major trending move lower. So it's sort of a short-term trend wave in the bearish direction, but this recent price movement here has now broken above there. So that is a bullish event, even though we are seeing a bit of weakness in this closing period here. Share prices did close below 190, right around 188.90. So this does look negative here. This does look like a bit of a negative close here, but I wouldn't really agree with that because I do think we have now broken above this prior resistance area, as well as this old 618 retracement. I shouldn't say old; it is the newest 618 retracement. So. The next level to be watching to the top side would come in right around, this would be right around 192.30. And that is also a bit of a resistance zone previously, as we can see here. Maybe we should drill down to the 30-minute price chart. So we can see there is some resistance right around this prior 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. Share prices kind of fall and then run higher, sort of right into that area, and then start to make some major movements lower. So, currently I would be looking at roughly 192.70 as the next level of resistance. And then if we do see a break above 192.70, I would say that we can probably expect a full retracement of this entire trending move. So that would then be a retest of 195. Let's just sort of mark these areas in here. So this current high comes in at 190.74, and then 192.70. Is sort of the last line in the sand here. I mean, I would say that if we break above there, then I think you're looking at a full retracement and another test of that 195 area. So that would be a fairly significant price movement higher, I should say. If we were to start to look in the downside direction and possible movements lower, we should do that as well. I will quickly do that before we close out the video here, because we do sort of need to take the bearish assessment as well. But just quickly, let's look at the indicator reading first. This is the 30-minute time frame. So, we can see some bullish activity here. And then, but I would say that this is roughly being balanced out by the bearish activity as well. So not a lot of signal here on the 30-minute time frame. So this does suggest that we could start to see a bit of a movement lower. So just to close out the video here, we'll sort of look at the worst case scenario about what would be happening here if we did start to see share prices decline. Overall, the outlook here is bullish, but we'll sort of take a bearish assessment as well. So if we were to sort of look at the reverse here, the reverse outlook, yeah, I mean, I would say that share prices would really need to move below 186.70 to sort of start to reverse things here. There are a few different reasons for that. If share prices do move below 186.70, I would then start to at least look at more of a sideways consolidated viewpoint because this area marks the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of this ascending move higher. It also comes into contact with this 200 period exponential moving average, which is this blue line, and that ascending trend line as well. So if we were to break below 186.70, I think that you would lose a few different areas of support at that point. You'd be trading below all of the major exponential moving averages. You'd be trading below the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. And there's also some historical support in that area as well. So that would sort of be the near term, probably the worst possible outcome. I think then you'd probably be looking at a bit more of a sideways trading range, which would be more in line with that indicator reading, which does suggest sort of a more neutral stance. We don't really need to delete that. And then ultimately to the downside, I think I would start to get a bit more bearish if we saw a break of 184.20. So, for example, anybody that's currently long the stock, I mean, I would probably be looking to stop out the position right around there, depending on the time frame, because I do think that if we see a break below 184.80, that you're probably looking for at least a retest of 180, right around there. So roughly 180.20, something like that. So that would be sort of the main line that I would be watching lower, shorter term positions if you're long, possibly stop out below 184.20. Finally, we'll just take one last look at the longer term viewpoint here because we do want to sort of assess the current price level in relationship with the stock's all time highs, which come in at 201.20. So currently, we can see that we closed just below 190 at the moment. And overall, throughout the stock's price history, the stock has had an incredibly difficult time maintaining itself above that 190 area. So it's not totally surprising to me to see at the moment that we're starting to see a bit of a resistance failure into these 190s because, as we can see here, there's not a lot of price action that rests above this 190 area. This doesn't mean that this trend can't change here in the future, and we could start to form bases right around that area. But I do think that it's just important to take note of this because we are trading very close to the stock's all-time highs. And traditionally, the stock has had a tremendous amount of difficulty sort of overcoming 190 and maintaining that area. So, I'm not necessarily saying that the stock can't do that in the future, but we will need to see some some better evidence of basing into this region because almost always this stock really starts to experience major declines at that 190 area. We can see an example here, 191. We dropped to 173. We do rally into 201, but then we drop all the way to 150. We fail here at 190, going moving significantly lower. This 195 area is a bit of a resistance zone as well. So just it's happened many times in the past. So here's the current market update for Amazon.com, stock ticker AMZN. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.